little bit less. There has been actually the growth. So the change in business mix also has helped in terms of the overall gross margin being there at 58%. R&D, we have earlier indicated that our R&D as a percentage of sales will go up. In this quarter itself, we have touched 9% to sales. In coming quarter, it can further go up. The reasons already Abhijit explained to you. Our EBITDA now is at 28% to sales. So in a year on year, we have got a 24% growth in EBITDA. So with all these, there is a significant growth in EPS which has happened. Last year, Q2, we had 23 rupee 6 paisa, and this year it has gone to 40 rupee 47 paisa, which is a very significant growth in. In terms of new product launches, we had 19 new product launch overall in this quarter, out of which 4 happened in USA, 1 in India, 4 in Russia, CIS, 3 in Europe, and 7 in the rest of the world. We did filings 13 and DMF filings also 8 during the quarter. In terms of global generics business segment, we have got 2,655 crores. The US, already Abhijit explains, we had a very impressive growth this quarter. In rupee terms, it has grown by 43% year on year. In emerging markets also, we had a very good growth in Russia, CIS, Venezuela, and other rest of the world markets. 42% growth we have got in emerging markets. In India, we have got 8.5% growth. In Europe, it remained flattish. Actually, there is a degrowth of 1%. If you look at global generics US, the growth has been, as I already said, 43%. But with this, our rank, if you look at the last year, or actually the IMS number is available up to August, we were 13th and the rank has improved to 6th. This is in value term. And in the volume term, our rank has grown from 19th to 15th. Fondapanax market share has grown to 33% in August, which was 29% in May 13. And we have been able to retain share in other key products, whether it is tacrolimus, Ziprasidone, Omeprazole DR. And of course, the new product launches that we had during the quarter, Azacitidine, it was expected over a long period. So we got the approval in this quarter when we have been able to launch. But beyond that, each one of these launch, Decitabine, Donepezil, Tabelporexia, all of them have been a very good launch for us. And actually in Decitabine and Donepezil, we are the solo generic player. In terms of total ANDA pipeline, we have got 204 cumulative ANDAs now, out of which 62 are pending final approval, out of which 39 are para 4 and 9 are first to file status. In emerging markets, as I said, we have grown by 42% overall. The Russia has grown from 322 to 465 crores. CIS from 62 to 87, and rest of the world from 134 to 182. As Abhijit already explained, the significant growth has happened in the OTC segment. Our OTC has already now touched 33% of revenues. And while market has been growing at 9%, our growth has been 21%. But overall, we are beating the market growth in Russia. Even in CIS countries, our year-on-year growth has been impressive at 39. And if you look at the OTC segment, then the OTC revenue growth is 83% there. In the rest of the world market, year-on-year growth has been 36%, and there have been 7 new product launch, which has helped performance in the emerging markets. In India, actually, if you look at the IMS, our MQT September growth is at 13% vis-a-vis industry average at 6.3%. And this growth has happened despite the channel disruptions which have been happening in the market. Now, consistently over the last few months, we have been beating the IPM growth. So India has been a major concern for us, and we believe that we are now retrieving our position in India. Pharmaceutical service and active ingredients, we really didn't perform up to our expectation. Our revenue has, there has been a degrowth of 19% from the same quarter last year. But last year the base was higher, and in this year we have also faced problem in terms of offtake from our key customers. There have been some deferment of sales which has happened. So we believe that second half will be better in terms of API. And in CPS also last year we had a very good high value orders which were there. There was a very high base. But overall PSAI, the good part is sequentially, when quarter on quarter there has been a growth of 9%, and there has been a margin improvement in PSI compared to the previous quarter. But we hope in H2 the PSI will do better with better margin. There were 8 DMF filings which happened during Q2.